Did you know that the first free comic book day was held on May 4th, 2002, the same weekend as the debut of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man? What's up, my fellow Wednesday Warriors? This is your boy Marcus the Conqueror. Since Free Comic Book Day is next Saturday, May 3rd, I'm here to explain what it is and its origins, as well as share some tips. Free Comic Book Day is an annual event held on the first Saturday of May where retailers offer free comics and usually have a sale. The free comics are typically samplers from publishers to give readers a taste of current and future offerings. In my experience, Marvel and DC use them to tease upcoming titles and events. In June 2001, as the comic book industry was recovering from the collapse it experienced in the 90s, Comics and Games Retailer, a free magazine targeted to comic book retailers, published an article called The Power of Free. In this article, columnist and comic book retailer Joe Field revisited a pitch he gave to Diamond Comic Distributors in 1998. If you don't know, Diamond Comic Distributors is a comic book distribution company that had a monopoly on comic book shipping until recently. Anyway, the pitch consisted of a day for comic book stores to host an open house where fans could come in and celebrate comics. Joe never heard back. On May 2nd, 2001, however, Joe noticed that the Baskin-Robbins near his comic book shop, Flying Colors Comics in Concord, California, had a free scoop night that generated a lot of business. With this free scoop night in mind, he revised his pitch to suggest publishers create comic book samplers that retailers could distribute to customers as free comics, generating new readership and bringing people into shops. With Diamond and major comic book publishers on board, the first Free Comic Book Day took place on May 4th, 2002, the same week Spider-Man made its debut in theaters. Spider-Man is far from the only superhero film to have a release date during the first week of May. The Avengers, Iron Man, X2, and the upcoming Thunderbolts movie are just a few films on this long list. Marvel expects you to come to the shop right after the Thunderbolts movie on Saturday. But if you want to get your free comics, I suggest you get to your shop first. To see what free comics will be available next week, go to freecomicbookday.com/catalog. The site has the books divided into two tiers, gold and silver. Shout out to Jackie Comics for highlighting this in his Free Comic Book Day video. Retailers must buy each of the gold tier books in bulk to be considered participants in Free Comic Book Day, so they're most likely going to be in stock. The silver tier books are optional. You should call your shop to see which books they are offering, as well as to check for any sales and activities. This is my quick debrief on Free Comic Book Day. If you have any other tips and info to add, please share them in the comments.